What's happening? Trying to occupy myself with something other than what the fuck's going on in my neighborhood. And just an FYI for who might want to know, I saw the neighbor, get this, the one with the big wide blade and the Suburban drive down. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. What I'm going to talk about, I mentioned this a little while ago, having tons and tons of photos. This is just a little sampling because I was trying to straighten up a little bit. No electricity, the power's out because of that thunderstorm. I don't know when the power's coming back on, but so I want to peel through these photos, take a look, see if it's got a story, I'll tell it. If it ain't worth the shit, I won't bother. But this is just a double exposure photo Uncle Mike took. He was a photographer. This is me and the wife way back in the day at my brother's house. She's drinking a beer. You can freeze this shit. Oh shit. This is the gymnasium that the bulldozer went through when I was a kid at Crestmore High School. Let's see. This is chubby little Johnny. That's me holding a stick. This is my brother James. This was our German Shepherd. This was in Northern California, I think, up in Anderson. Oh shit. This was in Sturgis. My buddy Iowa Phil. This was the bike shop that he wrenched for. I forget the name of it, but yeah, kind of crazy. This is me in South Dakota, sitting on Paul Yaffe's bike back in '06. You can freeze these. I'm not gonna, Gary, I see you. I'm not really gonna go to the comments, but this is me in South Dakota. I rode from California to South Dakota on my street glide by myself. It's still parked out in the garage. This is Johnny's FXR when I worked at San Jose Harley. It's not the one I got in the garage. This would have been in 2000. That's when that fairing first came out, long before the Sons of Anarchy. I was rocking that fairing, and back then, everybody hated it. I loved it because it was practical. That was my first FXR. You see these Olin shocks in the back? Came off a Sportster. Nobody was rocking that back in the day. One of my relatives from back in the day. Another shot of the FXR. That's Johnny's Cadillac in the background. ETC, Eldorado Touring Coupe. Oh, fuck. I was just talking about this water temple in Redwood City. That was my Softail at the water temple in Redwood City. This was before they closed it. Since 9/11, you can't go out to the water temple no more, but that was my first Harley. I built that bike by hand, by myself. I taught myself how to wrench on a Harley working on this bike. 89 Softail. Oh, picture of my daughter in Oregon. I got one of her in the tub. I'm not going to show that. This is a cute one of my daughter picking flowers. This is South Dakota. This is the guy that Iowa Phil used to twist wrenches for. This is who I went to go hang out with. This is me pushing my daughter on a swing in Oregon. This is Maggie, Iowa Phil's wife. Us hanging out at the bar. That's Phil in the red cap. That's Maggie. This would be Copper Canyon in South Dakota when we went on the ride. This is Maggie in Copper Canyon. Good memories, man. Copper Canyon. This is Murphy's, California, Moaning Cave. It's hard to see, but this was a cave in Murphy's, California. This is more shit in the cave. This is more shit in the cave. These are in no uncertain orders. If you want to look at one, just freeze it. That one doesn't show. That one doesn't show. Doesn't show. Shitty pictures. Oh, high school. Bob Fisher. Old classmate of mine. 1970 Chevelle SS 454. If you look close, See the spider webbing in the engine compartment, the gold spider webbing? I did that. I painted this car in lacquer in his fucking garage. Used to paint cars. 70 Chevelle SS454. Oh, Johnny's 62 Lincoln Continental. That used to be mine. I just mentioned this car. 66 396 grocery getter. That was my Impala, one of them. This was my 67 Camaro when I lived in Redwood City with the wife. This is my daughter and my 89 Toyota pickup truck. This would have been in Redwood City when I lived with my roommate, Ted Schlosser, Broadmoor Lumber out of South San Francisco. This is me visiting my daughter in Oregon. See how big I was? See how skinny I am? Fucking sick. This is my Uncle Mike. Old-timey. Remember I was talking about my grandfather and tattoos? That's my grandfather. This is my mom. This is my Uncle Mike. Grandpa had tattoos all over him. Same thing at Lake Michigan. Grandpa, Uncle Mike, and my mom. Sorry, emotional, you know? World War II. See the palm trees? World War II. Look at the stamp on the background. Naval stamp. Fuck you, neighbor. Bitch. I'm talking about the old bitch in the fucking Suburban who stopped on the side of the road, yapped her fucking mouth when they had their big grader out there. Fuck you. Wait till you read this one. This is Grandpa. He's got a bandage on his hand. Read this. I'll try to read it to you, and then I'll put it back up. Me in something, bandage on finger of right hand, almost got it cut off, 3-ton steel plate, blah, 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 location X. That was during the war, location X. What was the date? 1944. 1944. That's my grandpa. That's my grandpa. I'm named after him, John O'Halloran. These fucking crackers up here. You don't know nothing about me, bitch. Doing layout on the steel plate. Grandpa's boss, Grandpa. Once again, same thing. This was my brother's ship in the Navy. Oh, fuck. There I am. That's baby mama. That's Greg Anderson. Greg Anderson, who got arrested for Barry Bonds for not snitching on Barry Bonds. That's Greg Anderson. We worked together at Black Mountain Water. Every picture tells a story. That's baby's mama right there. You know how I said I was into olive complexion? That's baby's mama. Oh, here's one. You want to see what I used to look like when I was heavy? I built that bike by hand, by the way. I built that bike by hand, by myself, self-taught. Nobody taught me how to do that. That was my first Harley. In this picture, this is when I was real heavy, almost 250 pounds. Don't make me take my shirt off again. This is me and Iowa Phil at a bike rally, up on stage fucking around when the rally was over. My FXR and my Eldorado when I was in Redwood City. Oh, shit. I don't think there's anything on here you can't see. This was my driver's license when I was 16 years old. Look at that. 16 years. This is what I look like. Look at the date, motherfucker. Double exposure. Back in the ghetto. Not important. This is when I went on a ride to Bodie, California, Nevada border. Another shot of Bodie, another shot of Bodie. This was my second pit bull. I was a dumbass. I cut his ears. His name was Dylan. My first pit bull's name was Samson. Another shot of the Softail at the water temple. Another shot of the Softail at the water temple. Bike I built myself. Another shot of the Softail at the water temple in Redwood City, California. This was in South Dakota when I was at the bike rally. Another shot of my buddy Chevelle. See the spider webbing in the engine compartment? I did that. I took this picture on the way home from South Dakota by myself on the road. Broke down, blew a fuse. So I just figured, fuck it, take a picture. The ass end of my 66 Chevelle. Buddy of mine, 69 Camaro. This would have been Carcraft Nationals in Sacramento, California. That was my buddy's Camaro. Oh, this is a cool one. Parked out in front of a bar in Redwood City. My Softail at nighttime. Oh, I hear a car. This is my buddy Chevelle while we were driving on the freeway. Another shot of the Chevelle. Me and Iowa Phil up on the stage again. Here's a nice picture of my Softail. I was very proud of this bike. Very proud of that bike. Didn't know shit about Harleys, and I taught myself, and I built that bike from scratch. All right, here's one of me on the road. Look at, I was loaded down, motherfucker, all by myself. I rode there by myself. I didn't have a wingman. When I say I'm the lone wolf, motherfucker, this was me on the way to Sturgis. I photographed everything. Me trying to be a tough guy at a party, one of my Samoan friends. Or Tongan, maybe. I can't remember. I'm really bad when it comes to Samoan and Tongan, and I know that's you need to be proper, but my bike broke down. That's Billy Holmes and Iowa Phil. This was Hollister, California in 2000 when they brought the Hollister rally back. This would have been in Hollister, my friend. This is me camping in Sturgis. Iowa Phil and Maggie. Oh shit. You know, I said mom was real heavy. Me, my two brothers and my mom. Here, 1973, motherfucker. Anyway. Not like anybody cares. See that picture? This is when we lived in the hood. The first time. Take a good look at what I look like in that photo. Take a good fucking look. 1969, I was 6.5 years old. Did I look like a 6-year-old kid to you? Look pretty old for a 6-year-old fucking kid. Sorry, I'm a little upset. Another one from the same place. 1969. 6.5 years old. Another shot of the Softail. More shit from Sturgis. My boy Iowa Phil working at his booth in Sturgis. Another buddy of mine's Camaro at a car show. This was my Softail when it blew up. The pinion shaft snapped. And I got the newspaper down here to prove the date. I've always been proving myself. Another shot of the Softail. Me and my brother sleeping in the same, 3 kids in a bed together, right? 1, 2, and Paul was right there. Me, Jim, and Paul. 1967, motherfucker. At the ocean. Me, my brothers, and some little girl. I don't know who she is. The crew in South Dakota. Iowa, Phil, Maggie, me, and his friends that I met while I was there. Copper Canyon, motherfucker. Loving life. Loving life. At one time, I had a good life till I moved here. Just saying. That's me. That's my Uncle Mike. 1962. I was born in September of 62. This is November 13th. I was 1 month old. I was 1 month old. Uncle Mike. Every picture tells a story. Look at the look on my face. Look at the look on my face. 1964. Year and a half old. A year and a half old, I was already putting in work, bitch. My daughter sitting in my Toyota pickup truck. I wasn't an absentee father, right? Proof, kid. Yet my daughter says the only reason I didn't hit her was because I never had a chance. Really? Really? Once again, Johnny putting in work. Year and a half old. This was high school. High school graduation, I think, or junior high. No. Oh, here we go. 1978. 1978. I graduated. So this is junior high school graduation. That's what I looked like in 78, motherfucker. 1978, I could grow a beard. Me trying to be hard at a party. Photograph of my 396 engine compartment. Me and my brother James in 1966. You can pause these whenever you want. 2 pictures stuck together. In Sturgis. I scratched my name, JohnnyO, on the bathroom on the ladies' wall. JohnnyO was here, right? RWC, Redwood City, JohnnyO. Ladies' bathroom in South Dakota. Another shot of the Softail at the water temple. Oh, here's a good one. This is Lake Havasu, Arizona. That's the kid. That's Bobby Galindo, an ex-roommate of mine, and that's Adam Hildebrand. This is Havasu. My buddy Chevelle that I painted. Check this. I used to deliver bottled water at Black Mountain Water. That's me and my daughter. Bit of a mullet, you know? Oh shit, here we go. Kindergarten, we were at the zoo. That's me right there and my classmates, but that's me right there. Right up here, 1969. 1969. Oh, shit. You want to see how long I've been loving pit bulls? What's it say on the back? 1980, Johnny and Samson. This was my first pit bull. That was my first pit bull, 1980. And here I am all these years later, still trying to get it done. Sad, sad. Me loving on my daughter. This is when we lived together. This was before her mother stole her for a fucking paycheck. Another shot of the Softail outside of some bars. Another shot of, oops, fuck. Another picture on the way home from South Dakota, no big deal. My Softail out in front of my apartment when I lived in Redwood. You know that Redwood Original? You're looking at a Redwood Original, got nothing to do with Sons of Anarchy. It has to do with real life. My buddy's Camaro. Another shot of some old shit, black and white. Oh, here's a fun one. Fremont Drag Strip in Fremont, California. It's not even there anymore. It was called Baylands. Very old photo. I took that photo. I used to like to be a photographer, go figure. This was at the Cow Palace car show. This is me getting drunk in Lake Havasu. 220 pounds. This is what I should look like. This is what I look like at 160 pounds. This is what I look like at 220 pounds. Lake Havasu. The kid, Bobby, Adam, Bobby's girl at the time. Oh shit, you're gonna love this. That was my Cadillac and that was me in the 80s. This is when I was a bouncer at the Black Angus in Foster City. Here's me doing a burnout on the Softail. Smoking. The Softail in Hollister. This was at Hollister, I know, because the front fender was gone. I banged it up. Actually, my neighbor backed into it. This was my Camaro. 67 Camaro. Johnny being a musclehead right here. This was the camshaft that was in that Softail. 625 lift red shift. This was Mom. Big Mom, right? That's me and Reggie Hawkins. We were bouncers at the Black Angus in Foster City. Like I said, I was colorblind, homie. Me and Reggie. Love that dude. Rest in peace, Reggie. He had cancer. He died very young. He had a tube that they had to put fucking medicine in. My Lincoln. Fremont drag strip. Aw, my little baby dog. This was my second pit bull. This is me sitting on my buddy Howard's house. That was his dog, Led Zeppelin, in Redwood City a very long time ago. This was on 5th Avenue in Redwood City. A. Crane Locksmith. That's where Howard used to work. A. Crane Locksmith out of Redwood City. This is me at Golden Gate Park hitting a golf ball with my old friend Noah. This is me in South Dakota by the river. I was pretty fucking happy back then. This is my brother James. This was my sheet metal project for being a journeyman, for turning out. I had to make this right here. That was my final project in sheet metal school, right there. My brother Jim was standing next to it because I got him in a union, so he came for my graduation. This is how I graduated for a career. This was my Softail when it blew up. This newspaper is timestamp, right? The date and time it blew up. Tioga Pass, that's me, all bundled up. It was pretty fucking cold when we went to Bodie. Another shot golfing, another shot golfing. This was my FXR when I lived in East Palo Alto. Different shocks, different setup. It was before I did it up. Hunting. Johnny went hunting once, long time ago. One of my foster dads took me hunting, deer hunting. I only went one time. This is me and my brother James in 1966. This is me and Mom. 1963. This is my uncle. This is my grandfather. That was my uncle's 56 Chevy, and that was my grandfather. Dad O'Halloran in 1965. I was 3 years old when this was taken. Uncle Mike's 56 Chevy. Another shot of my Softail. Another shot of my FXR. Another shot of my second Pitbull. Look, in the background, the front end for my bike. Right? I was a biker. Look at the little baby dog. I love me Pitbulls. This is me riding to Hollister. Or was it, this was the Laughlin River Run, when we went to Laughlin. Before the shit hit the fan at Laughlin, this was the year before. Another shot at the Water Temple. Another shot when I lived with Rich Moles. This was that bike rally we went to. That's Maggie. That's Phil. We were out fucking around doing burnouts on our Harleys. Another shot of the FXR. This is me sitting on one of Iowa Phil's bikes. This was the company that that he worked for in Iowa. Way back in the day, Holmes. I didn't even realize all this shit was in here. This is Fremont Drag Strip, Baylands Raceway in Fremont, California. This was Johnny's Lincoln again. Johnny's Camaro again. Drag Strip, Fremont Drag Strip. I'm going fast because there's a lot here. Another shot of the Softy over at Rich Moles when I lived with him before the front fender got fucked up. Another bike that Iowa Phil's shop was building. Me on the road. Here's one. This would have been Murphy's Harley rally. This is my buddy Gil with his hand up his ass. All passed out. He'll be pissed if he knows this is out there. I love you, Gil, if you ever see this. Another shot of the FXR. This was us getting ready to go to Hollister the second year, the Hollister rally the second year. They came back probably 2001. We were all lined up outside my apartment back in the day. The three boys, me, James, and Paul. Rest in peace. Paul's not here no more. Swinging a golf club. Fremont Drag Strip. That's what funny cars used to look like. Another shot of me and Reggie. Another shot at Fremont Drag Strip. Another shot of me and my daughter. She's a little older. When I went up to Oregon, this is in Oregon, by the way. I went up there several times to visit my daughter, even though she thinks I would have hit her if I had the chance. Sad. Fremont Drag Strip. Couple guys that I met in South Dakota, friends of Phil's. This is me and my kid at a park in Oregon, in Portland. I'm holding on to her shorts so she don't fall in, you know? This is before I had tattoos. This was before I was a biker. I was still trying to be a dad. But my kid, she just doesn't know. Ex-old lady's Camaro, could give a fuck about that. There's my daughter, wet hair, getting out of the tub or something. Iowa Phil, Gary Ryan, some boys. This was in Hollister. Another shot of the Camaro in Redwood. Copper Canyon. My boy Iowa Phil, Copper Canyon. One of the bikes he built. Phil was a wrench. Phil knew his shit about a Harley, homie. Another shot of Phil. My Softail motor sitting on the ground. Another shot of my buddy Chevelle. Look at my face. This is my daughter. Look at my face. Look at my face. I don't even look like the same person anymore. Oh my God. This is me at Grandpa's house when I was, I don't know, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9 years old. Christmas time, I got this little airplane. Another shot of the Softail. Another shot of me and my daughter back when I was a musclehead. Gold's Gym sweatshirt. Baylands Raceway. Baylands Raceway. You freeze them. Baylands Raceway. A whole bunch of Baylands Raceway. I'll just... Oops. This is another double exposure. Baylands Raceway. Drag racing photos. Me and my daughter. I was a good dad. Me and my daughter, man. She was tiny, just born. Sacramento car show, my buddy's Camaro. My 396. On my way to Laughlin. Sitting on Howard Borders' Softail, his fat boy. Johnny's bike when it was in pieces. I was quite the wrench back in the day. Bodie. This is a cool shot. This is Bodie, California. It's like a museum. Very cool. Bodie. This is a cool shot in Bodie. It's an old safe. This is the guy I went there with. His name was Bobby. I forget his last name. I used to work at a bike shop called Bay Area Performance. He was a friend of Fred's. So him and I went to the Bridgeport River Run back in the day. It's not there no more. Another shot of Bobby in Bridgeport. Another shot sitting on some old equipment. He was a cool dude. See, when I rode, I just wanted to ride with one other person. That's it. In case you break down, you got a road dog with you. But to be honest, I'd rather ride by myself. Bodie. This was my second pit bull in the backyard. Red nose. I was an idiot. I cut his fucking ears. Idiot. Red nose. Little Samson. Lots of baby pictures of my pit bulls. My love for pit bulls been around a long time. Baby picture, little Samson. Attitude. Aw, look at that face. Look at that fucking face, will you? Look at that face. Another shot of the Camaro. Another shot, the ass end of the Softail. All right, that's about, there's some more. But I'm kind of done. I'm tired. I don't want to look at it no more. It breaks my heart to think about how things used to be, you know? So anyway, just trying to distract myself, waiting to see what happens today. Calling the Department of Justice was a waste of time. Telling me how they can't help an individual. Well, who the fuck helps an individual? Nobody. Once a lone wolf, always a lone wolf. See you.